What's up guys, I'm randomfrankp, and believe it or not, Razer just launched a brand new keyboard that has no RGB lighting, is very nice and simple, mechanical switches, and I am absolutely loving it. Let's check out the Blackwidow Lite. The Blackwidow Lite is a brand new mechanical keyboard that is very sleek and modern looking, and they're advertising this more for the office workplace. So if you're using one of those stock like membrane crappy keyboards that they give you at work, this will be a major upgrade. Now checking it out, the all black look I think is really nice, it's stealthy, and I think the white LEDs complement the look very nicely. It is ditching the numpad for a more compact, smaller footprint to give you more room on your desktop, and I definitely like that. Now, as you've seen, the white LED lights here, they're nice and bright. That's gonna let you, obviously get some work done at night so you can see your keyboard, and I just love the fact that there is no chroma. Really helps add to that professional look in the workplace. And it's those same kind of light shells we've seen on previous Razer keyboards where it illuminates the backside, the key lights up, reflects down to the base of the keyboard, and just looks really good. Even though there is no RGB, the caps button does light up green to let you know when you have caps lock enabled. And I know for me, with my RGB keyboards, 9 times out of 10, I'd set the color to either just blue or white anyways, so this fits in perfectly for me. And plus, having a crazy rainbow light effect going on at work probably wouldn't be the best look. And obviously, if the lights are too bright for you, you can lower the brightness levels. And some quick notes before we move on. On the back, you do have 4 rubber pads to prevent from sliding around on your desktop, plus 2 feet to elevate the backside, and a removable cable, always a good thing. Now you still can plug this in and use this with Synapse, which will let you create things like macros and stuff. And even though, again, it's not marketed as a gaming keyboard, obviously like any other keyboard, you could still use it for gaming. It'll be just fine because we do have mechanical switches. Let's check those out. So inside here, they have the Razer orange switches, which are known for being more silent. Again, suited for the workplace, so you're not annoying people with a clicky mechanical switch. The orange ones are just better suited for a workplace. They're known for being tactile and silent, require 45 grams of actuation force, and they travel 4 millimeters while actuating at 1.9 millimeters, just slightly below the 2 millimeter standard of most keyboards out there. So while the Razer orange switch is known for being silent, they also include inside the box O-rings. These are going to help further dampen the sound of your keyboard. So you're going from a quiet mechanical switch to even quieter. I'll do a sound test now so you could hear how they sound with and without the O-rings. Alright, so to wrap this all up with my kind of, overall feedback and my rant about the Blackwidow Lite, I have to give Razer major props for keeping it nice and simple, ditching RGB lighting this time around, and just sticking with the white LEDs, because Razer's been that one company that ever since kind of the whole craze of RGB and chroma launched like 4 or 5 years ago at this point, they just took it and ran with it, kind of going too far in some instances and just putting it in every product possible, from things to like chroma coasters, laptop stands. You think of it, they have it. And I just really think that keeping the more simple approach here with just the white LEDs and kind of taking the high road, if you will, by putting out a more professional, sleek looking keyboard was 100% the right choice. This is kind of like my underdog for one of my favorite keyboards of 2018, believe it or not, for that $90 price point. I think it's very reasonable here for what we have. Now with that said, out of all the pros I mentioned, there are kind of 2 things I can kind of knock them for. First being is the lack of wrist rest. If they would have included one just for an extra $10 to make it $100 total, I think it would have been pretty fair overall, because if this is more meant for the workplace, a wrist rest would have been nice for that extra, ergonomics and stuff. but you can get them pretty cheap on Amazon, so you can always check there. And second is voice crack. And second is, while this is marketed for, a workplace, the office place, or like school, the fact that there is no numpad is kind of leaving me scratching my head. Now, while I never use a numpad and I much more prefer this compact, smaller footprint, I feel like for what this is marketed towards, people who are using this at work, depending on what their job is, are probably gonna use a numpad 9 times out of 10. So kind of confusing, marketed for the workplace and your office, but doesn't have a numpad. Like I said, it doesn't bother me too much, but I'm sure people out there are gonna be kind of confused as well. But overall, guys, for $99, a more professional, sleek-looking keyboard that can fit in with pretty much anybody's, desktop, or if you're keeping with that modern aesthetic overall for your desk, this will fit in right away, and I just love it overall. I think it's a really, really great step in the right direction for Razer, making a more professional-looking keyboard with the Blackwidow Lite. I'm loving it. Not sponsored by McDonald's. But guys, that'll wrap it up for my review of the Blackwidow Lite. I hope you all enjoyed. I don't think it's available on Amazon right now, but by the time you're seeing this, it might. So I'll just drop a link to it in the description down below so you can check it out. If you like my review, give it a thumbs up to show your support. Feel free to follow me on Twitter at randomfrankp. And last, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Well, I'm Random Frank P. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good day.